let's try and pick them apart bit by bit here. Keep firing, lads. Hold. Counter charge. There's been a bloody fight here. Look at this. It's gonna cost us dear. My goodness me, that's cost us dear. And we've lost 3 cuirassiers. Yes, they've shattered at last. Greetings and welcome to episode 24 of my Empire Total War Darth mod Knight St. John campaign. And this, my friends, how we left it last time, where we had a terrific fight, my friends, for Mysore. The Marathons threw absolutely everything they could at us here. As you can see here from this sort of huge amount of damage, you can see the smoke that is billowing forth from these towns, villages here. We were up against a tremendous force, but we've managed to quell, not only repel that force, but also to have peace with the Marathons. Now, it was a peace that was needed, my friends. We were under so much pressure, and the Marathons are starting to pour in additional forces into the area. And if we hadn't gotten peace, there's a chance we might have lost everything we've gained here. So peace, although it might be brief, has given us the opportunity here to at least replenish, repair, and prepare possibly for the next war. Because, mark my words, my friends, it will come. It will come. As you can see, the Marathons here are hostile towards us. Minus 85. That's only going to get worse unless we can get trade with them. But as you can see here, we cannot at the moment. Now, the council was... There's been a number of different sort of arguments on both sides, and arguments I mean not in the worst case, but on arguments as in proposals from either side. Some of the council, majority of the council, are saying we should dig in now and bring another army in to India just to shore up our defences, to make sure that we can actually repel any further attacks. So we've got an army group effectively situated in India. And there's also another sort of a smaller part of the council as well, saying that we should, in principle, evacuate India and give it back to the Mughals so that they can sort of, take the sort of the brunt of the Marathans here. Now, as we found out to our cost, once the Marathans had taken Bengal here with the Mughal Empire, and the Mughals had quite readily accepted that, because we were fighting ourselves. We were all here just thinking that at any moment now the Mughals are going to move down, start taking territories, because we are sort of keeping them busy here. It wasn't to be the full weight of the Maratha Confederacy was able to move against us, and that's why we can't really rely upon the Mughals, to be honest with you, in terms of the next fight. Now, that's not to say that the Mughal Empire, which is very friendly with us at the moment, plus 218 here, they're at war with Russia. But that's not to say that we won't suddenly find out they're trading partners with Maratha. So basically their stance, the way that they view the Marathans is only going to increase and improve over time, because you've got trade. When you get trade, your diplomatic stance improves significantly. So we have to be very careful here that we're not going to be isolated by both the Mughals' reluctance to get involved in any future wars, and the clear expansion now, the massive amount of influx of trade that's going to come into the Marathans. They are going to be able to outgun us in terms of economy and the number of troops. Look at that, 4,612 here coming in here, just from this single port alone. Look at that, 22,000 coming into here in this single port, into this single route here. So when they meet here, it's 22,000 worth of gold. I mean, that is a staggering amount by any definition. Now, we do have 2 dockyards here in Arcot. We don't need 2 dockyards here. So I think what we will do is we'll dismantle one of these and have a port, maybe even a fisheries. Let's have a look how this is doing. Actually, there's no food shortage at all here, but there is here. But we have dockyard here. We've got a trade port here in Calicut. I think we will actually dismantle this dockyard here, and we shall build a new port here of some description. As you can see, this is over there. We do control probably the single richest region in India at the moment. That is Mysore. It came at great cost. We've managed to bring all the buildings and everything back up to full strength. However, the walls have been breached by ourselves and also by the Marathans as well, but we're going to hold strong here, and we are slowly starting to build our military presence here. We can almost get General's Bodyguard here, and Grenadiers, and Cuirassiers, of course, which are absolutely essential to any defence here in India. That mobility and the heavy cavalry will prove invaluable. It really, really will. And we are raiding here because, as you can see, Britain is also trading with the Marathans. So we are actually going to be hitting the British trade lines here. We must remain vigilant. They're upgrading this to a commercial port, which is excellent. We don't have any trade with the Mughals, but I think if anything goes sideways with Spain, because remember, Spain is in a rather precarious position in terms of its war with both the Dutch. I believe it's a war with the Dutch. Oh my goodness me, look at the wars. It's at war with the Marathans, the Dutch, Russia, Poland, Courland, Iroquois, Ottomans and Morocco. So the chances are this port here is going to be hit very, very quickly, which means we will be in, again, we will be in a very, very much of difficulties, which means we might switch our ports to the Mughals. Since they are open, they are at peace with the Marathans now, we would have a good open there to move in and have that trade with the Mughal Empire. We are allied with them, so the chances are they can accept that. Many of the council are calling for us to move against Morocco as well, which we are definitely going to have to do here. We don't want to stir the ire of the Spanish, but then again we must do our own thing here. So what we're going to try and probably do is we're going to swap the armies. We're going to take this army here and put it into Tunis, and then we're going to move this army from Tunis. As you can see, this army is much better geared towards the fight that's going to come from Morocco. We're going to have to first, unless we assault from the sea. Now if we assault them from the sea here, we could actually just move into Tangiers, besiege it and hit it in one go here. They've got a lot of cavalry They do have a lot of numbers, but I think what we might do, we might have an assault here by sea, a naval operation that will land this army in Tunis, land into here, and we shall take Morocco, Tangiers for ourselves. Now that's going to put us in direct conflict with the Spanish, who are at war with Morocco. But how are they standing with us? Indifferent, plus 11. Now hopefully the trade we've got with them will help improve diplomatic status. Look at the queen they have here. She is exemplary, she really is. But we don't have any other trade here at all. If we could open up the Moroccan here, we could probably get a trade port. There's a shipyard, but again, we could probably convert that into a trade port. We could bring and unify. Many of the council are calling for us to unify all of sort of North Africa. Of course, New Spain, which an ally, has Tripoli. We've done that for tactical and strategic purposes. We do have the Ottomans, who thankfully are now at peace with the Poles. But as you can see, I mean, look at the size of that. That is an absolute monster, sir. That is a titan of a nation. Look at Poland. Look at the Dutch. They have just exploded out of the blocks here. So thankfully, that means the Ottomans are able to sort of grow and expand and build a strong empire in the sort of peacetime they have here. They still have Belgrade and they still have Bosnia under their control. They have lost Moldavia here to the Poles, as you can see here, but still they've still got Istanbul, which is absolutely vibrant at the moment. I mean, but it's exempt from tax, which is a little strange, but probably because they're just about holding on here. The clamour for reform is quite clearly, and also the food shortages, they are in a lot of trouble here. A lot of trouble with their populace. If they were bringing a lot of money here, this would be a huge amount, but that's why they're probably getting, they're getting a naval engineers school here. They're also they get an ordnance board. Wow, they are absolutely rampant. Also, council members were asking that we help them locales by giving them trade and technology here. I believe, let's have a look here, see how they are doing here. They have everything. They don't need anything. In fact, we could probably ask for... I think we're going to be looking to moving towards this ourselves. We have nothing at all. Poland has probably got everything as well, I'd imagine. Yes, we are so far behind. And on that note, a number of council members are asking that we actually move towards having a second school somewhere. Mind you, the loss here of money is going to be a pretty big hit for us. So I think what we might do is, for the moment, we'll stay as we are in terms of our research, but we do have here, thankfully, we've got a missionary, and we are bringing Catholicism up here, and Islam is being reduced here. So we've got a school, we've got this seminary here, which is helping do the same things. What we might do is, once this is, say, at 50% Catholicism here, we will then move the missionary into Algiers. We will then disband the seminary, destroy the seminary, and put research facility in its place. We actually do need to probably upgrade this. Oh, we've got a classical is full. We've got all our gentlemen in here, so our research should be pretty fast. We're actually almost at gunnery school here. We need to move down to ordnance board to get those 24-pounders, which are going to prove vital. We don't have any naval facilities whatsoever, so our ships are going to be stagnant at the moment, especially against some of the greater powers. Thankfully, we are look at that, they've got a first ship lane here, ship Mustafa Haji. So thankfully, we do have the Ottomans helping us out in terms of having them on the doorstep here. Is wonderful to see. The Russians are moving in aggressively here. Let's have a look at the Ottomans. Who are they at war with? They're at war with Russia. So there's a chance we're going to see a lot of conflict here. In fact, they've actually lost Armenia to the Russians. It looks like the Russians have actually moved into one of the border towns here as well. So hopefully the Ottomans can hold against this onslaught that's quite clearly going to come from the Russians, because they've claimed, you know, all of sort of Azerbaijan, Dagestan, Chechnya, Georgia. They've claimed all of these sort of regions, outer regions, these extremities of the Russian Empire. But our goal also, we do have the final pirate island here, the Leeward Islands here, Antigua, under siege here by a wonderful army here. And talking of armies, my friends, I have actually promoted many. Now we've had Andre here requesting to be a general, a garrison commander here in Dutch Guyana. As you can see, there you are, Andre, my friend. You are now a general here. I will put a proper general, a sort of a proper Knights of St. John general will be yours, my friend. But at the moment, as you can see, we don't quite have the money to do that just yet. But as soon as we do, so for the meantime, this will be your general unit. But I will promise you, I'll upgrade that to the full general unit. We also have requests from Andrew Ponti as well, who requested to be a general within India. And as you can see, there's Andrew, my friends. Hope that's you are now garrison commander of Arcot. We also have Jean-Luc, who wished to become a general here in India as well. So Jean-Luc has Mysore now under his garrison command. And last but by no means least, we have that guy Eric, who also requested to be a admiral here. So we don't have the finances to become or to build that admiral ship. But as you can see here, we have made admiral that guy Eric here, this fourth ship of the line here. So all promotions have been accomplished here, my friends. So hopefully that is going to be okay then, my friends. If of course any of you want promotions, please let me know and I'll do my utmost to make that happen. Now, since we're at peace now, we could probably actually move this ship back here. Or I wonder if we can move into here and take back some of the trade lines. That might be more of a use to us here. We are raiding the British lines here, which we definitely want to do. We have a huge amount to do here, a huge amount of work to do here. And as I was saying, we do have the Leeward Islands here under siege now by a magnificent army. Look at that. Without doubt one of our finest armies anywhere on any theatre. We are up against a staunch pirate stronghold here with mortar, with their own 12-pounders, plenty of buccaneers, and they're also putting together the last fortifications here they need here, but we are going to break them. We're going to hold them here until they come out to us. It's going to happen very, very soon. We do have the 13 colonies here with quite an army here, but still, we're going to hold what we've got. Dutch Guyana, French Guyana are producing 2,400 for us here, or 600, 2,400 moving in from New Spain. From New Spain is 600, ourselves is 2,400. My mind seemed to have melted then, my friends. 950 here coming out of Trinidad and Tobago. I believe that's joining 570 here from Martinique, combining to give us 1,520. New Spain is actually not doing too bad here at all. We got 16,342 on this one trade line here, moving back and forth. And New Spain has got 11,000. That is incredible. It really is. Sorry about that, my friends. So as I was saying, we've got quite a lot of trade coming in and out of here, so it's very important that we keep this trade line open, especially with New Spain. Now they really are the lifeblood here of the trade moving in. As you can see, we've got a huge amount coming in from them and moving into them, so we've got to be very, very careful here what we're doing. I think we can end the turn now, my friends. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what comes out of the woodwork. The Dutch. Spain wrap. Moving towards something, but we're not sure what. Here are the Ottomans. Starting to build forces together, which is always good to see. It's good to see Russia. What will they be doing? Who will they be moving against? Sweden. Nothing from Sweden. Rathan's still moving, but hopefully now we can have some kind of stability here. What we need is some calm years. We need some years where we're just able to get ourselves on our feet, keep our production, our trade moving in. Excellent, sir. Excellent. Can we actually take any more trade lines here? We can't. What about up here? Indeed, sir. Look at that. We've now got 2 trade lines moving here. Wonderful to see. 788. Now, is everything repaired here and replenished? Indeed it is. We could get some of the tea moving here to get that trade moving. So 28 here for tea. Now, that is quite nice here indeed. Now, which nations are taking most of our tea? We've got Ottomans, of course, taking a huge amount. New Spain is going to look at that. I mean, look at that bonus value from that long-term trading partner. Absolutely fantastic. But I think we might upgrade here. We need our economy to be booming here to really get the most out of it. I will invest a significant portion here into tea, which should pay dividends. Actually, what's the tea here? 60 chests here. 40 chests. We're going to cancel that one here. I think we will have this here. It's going to produce a lot more for us. And we could upgrade this to a commercial port as well. Let's really start investing in our economy here. Actually, we could dismantle this and have this as our... Yes, of course. And we could have this as our second school. Oh, look at this. Wonderful. Now, we can either have a local fishery here. Mind you, Arcot is absolutely fine in terms of food. Food production is fine here. So I think what we might do is turn this into a trading port, just to give us that additional trade. It really is crucial here that we hold on to what we've got and we start building our trading relations, start building our trading. We've got another dock. Do we need a dockyard here? We don't, do we? I wonder if we turn this into a trading port as well. We've got nothing else here. I think we might turn this in here. We don't need a dockyard in Mysore here. I think one dockyard here in Arcot is going to be more than enough for us. Excuse any noise in the background, my friends. You can probably gather and guess at who that might be. And any barking, any noise in the backgrounds, you can tell who that might be. That's the attention seeker, my friends. Now, we've got this fleet here, but we're going to keep this here just to guard our main income port. Look at that, 66,000 coming here from trade. Absolutely wonderful here. How is that? 22,000. It's slow, but at least it's going up here. Thirty percent here. Excellent to see. Spain's still keeping this open, which is always good to see here. But we do need to move against Morocco at some point. But I think what we will do, we'll take our time. We're going to focus on our economy at the moment. We're going to start building our economy, especially here in India. We're going to invest as much as we can in our economy here to try and get ourselves up to a point where we're not reliant upon some. Look at the trade here, 38,000 in trade income. We have to really sort of push as much as we can. What is spice here? £60. What's spice doing here? It's 28 here for spice as well, so we can increase our spice haul here. But talking of that, if we can get another ship, a sloop of war here, we can, of course, start increasing our haul that's coming from here, from the East Indies. I think that's what we'll do as well. We'll start increasing our trade in terms of our trade hubs. Right, let's end the turn here, my friends. I don't think we can do anything else here. Oh, actually, we've got one more for carcass shot. I think then we'll probably move into doing some agriculture. Maybe even some spinning jenny. I think spinning jenny will actually give us a bonus because we've got a lot of textile industry at the moment, especially in India. Let's end the turn here. See what happens. The provinces, they really are rampant here. But what will Spain do? Spain hasn't moved against Morocco at all, so is their interest still there? Ah, you're not going to get Dutch Guyana. You are just simply not going to get it. I won't be surprised if they don't move against us and try and take it from us at some point, in which case we'll have to pull that army away from the... Now, where are they going to go? Where are they going to go here? Looks like Russia's come under significant... They're probably moving into the Crimea here, the Ottomans. But it's good to see them put together a force here. Russia. Where is Russia moving into? They're up to something anyway. Marathons, nothing at the moment. Persia. Mokhals. We do, also the council recommend we do actually move a spy or a rake into, there it is, that we do move a rake or a spy into India to gather intel, so if they do attack us again we have another ability to know where we can strike a weak spot within their sort of their front lines, maybe even attack a city that isn't defended because they've moved a lot of their forces out to do so. But look at this, we are going to they've brought the mortars here to the fight, which is fine, that's absolutely fine. We do have the cavalry here to deal with those mortars. They will be dealt with in good order. We've got 3 cuirassiers here, but look at this army. It is an absolute joy to see. Let's begin this fight, my friends. The last final... Can we vanquish the pirates once and for all? What we can do then is move this army back to the Dutch Guyana, because if the Poles are after Dutch Guyana, there's a very strong chance they will actually send a force to take it from us. Because we haven't given it to them for peace. There's a reason why they want that, because it's so rich in natural resources. We're not going to give that up without a fight. But each fight we take with the pirates, it really does increase the veterancy, the combatability of this army. Now what we don't want to do is we want to go through here, but of course they can probably be... Those mortars are going to be within the... Oh, look at that, we're right on the edge of the town here. So we've got to be very careful here. We are going to be up against a lot more artillery than we normally are. Let's bring the full guns into range here. Let them come towards us. Let's just set these on their own independent path. We can use explosive shell. We do have, thankfully, yes, we do have trenches, which is excellent to see. Look at that, Grenadier Guards. Now we're going to set the 2nd Grenadier Guards right at the front here. Move them a little bit forward here. Gentlemen, so that straight line, thank you. Gentlemen, thank you. Put them in the trenches. We will put the 3rd Grenadier Guards. Oh, look at that. First foot. Absolutely in the centre here. In the centre. Holding firm here against any forward advance here by the pirate. Look at that. I mean, that is a joy to see. If that doesn't bring a tear to your eye of happiness, nothing will, my friends. Look at that. Now, they really do have some real combat veterans here. 2nd Regiment of Foot. They've seen a lot of action here in the Caribbean, in the New World. We sent them here with a specific mission to take and hold and gain a foothold for us within these lands, and my word, they've done that with exemplary courage, sir. A fairly green unit here. We'll pull them back. We don't need to use all our units here. 4th Regiment on the left. We have the 18th Regiment here on the extreme left, as it were. 3rd Regiment, real veteran unit here. Now we're going to wait for them, because what we don't want to do is get absolutely butchered by the mortars. Believe me, that is an absolute no. No, we mustn't. We must hold on what we've got here. I think we'll pull back the Grenadiers as well. Put them on the extreme here, on the extremities here, as a reserve. Remember, all these can be pulled into reserve if need be. We'll pull the 20th Regiment back into behind the lines as well. We can use these if things get a little bit dicey for us. And also pull the 19th Regiment in here. And the 22nd Regiment as well. We'll put in the centre. Gentlemen. Thank you. We are now prepared to meet this pirate advance, and we shall meet it, sir. Let's move to round shot. Let's just bring the fire. They're quite clearly... Ah, there they are. They're trying to going to wrap around here. What we do need to do is assault this and bring this these cannons here. They have to move out with these gentlemen here. That is a lot of pirates. We've got to pick our time. What we will do is start moving our cavalry into position. Staying out way out of the line here of those mortars, which can be absolutely brutal. It's crass here. It's the absolute jewel in the crown here, our cavalry. We will bring these pirates under control. They will be vanquished. Ah, looks like we've got some firing coming already on us here. Now, what they are going to do is destroy this building, which is some wonderful firing. But what we're not going to do, though, is we have to take the fight to the pirates, otherwise this is going to be a very, very long and protracted event. We might move out here, I think, and we might take the fight to the pirates, I think. Let's take the 22nd Regiment as well. Let's get them into place. We'll just shift the 20th Regiment to cover this flank here. Oh, I don't believe it. They've abandoned the mortars. They've abandoned the mortars. If they've abandoned the mortars, we are definitely going to be moving against this. Absolutely moving against these 100%, sir. We're going to attack them from left and right flanks here with these regiments. Move it, lads, move it. Keep moving, gentlemen, keep moving. Oh, they've zeroed in on us there. We shall be ready for you, sir. That they can turn on a sixpence here. It's an absolute joy to see. Look at the discipline. The control here is absolutely a joy to see. Oh, well done, lads. Well done. Hold your ground. It's a wonder, sir, to see. Look at that. At the turning is absolutely a joy to see the diamond formation. We'll just deal with these pirate mobs here. Look at that. Crushed like the fiends they are. Get inside the fort, lads. Cut them down. That's more like it. We've got to chip away at the pirates here. Oh, gentlemen, this is not a stroll. Pull out, lads. Yes, look at this. We've cleared the fort. What a wonderful sight, sir. Absolutely butchered, sir. Gentlemen, the strolling here has to stop. Into them, lads. We're trapped in here, but that's fine. Let the panic spread, sir. Oh, it's a butcher's yard, sir. It's a butcher's yard. We have absolutely torn this flank to pieces. Let's take the fight to them. Let's not hide behind them anymore. Let's get a proper formation. Don't let them escape, don't let them escape, lads. This really is an absolute joy to see. Now the strike force moves into one coherent whole once more. Into them, lads. Look at that, we sweep over them. Oh, that is a wondrous sight, look at that. Losing slightly, understatement, sir. Oh my word. Out, gentlemen, out. Oh my word, these cuirassiers have earned their money, they've earned their wages this month. Oh my god. What a fight, look at this, they've absolutely torn the pirates to shreds. Hammer and anvil at its finest. Oh, it's a butcher's yard, sir. Mop them up, lads, mop them up. Have they just been defeated by... winning slightly. Now this is descending into a morass here, sir. Come on, gentlemen, come on. What a fight this has been here. What a fight. The pirates have reassembled here. Oh, the cuirassiers have been shattered. They've absolutely fought themselves into a standstill. We've lost the forces here. We've been overwhelmed here. So we have to move more forces into here. Right, time to bring the guns to bear. Fire! Get back in line, gentlemen. Get back in line! Fire! We've lost the cuirassiers, we've lost the line infantry here, which is not fine, but my word, they've done their job here. We've lost all the cuirassiers, which means we have to get more cuirassiers into here. We stand prepared, sir, to meet thy challenge. They found their form again. Move it, lads, move it. I know you're tired. But there's a war to win here. We have to expunge these pirates once and for all. Come on, lads, come on now. Bring the fire. Square, lads, square. Hold them, Captain. Hold them in line. Hold them, Captain. Hold them. That's more like it. Keep peppering them, lads. The pirates' reign is over, sir. For all your fancy garb, it means nothing. For the Knights of St. John, hereby declare these islands pirate-free, sir. We could move in here and claim this. Mind you, there's no flag here to claim. We could claim the fort anyway. But we have to deal with the general here. If the general goes, the morale will collapse. But they did deal with us quite handily once we got all of those forces. We've lost 3 cuirassier regiments, and we've also lost 3 regiments, or 1 regiment. The cuirassiers will be missed, because we've lost some real vital units there. Steady, lads, steady now. Let's look at the Buccaneers here. The general's almost gone. Let's take the fort. Double time, lads. Oh, what a shot. My compliments to the chef, sir. Good fire. Fire! And thus ends the pirates' reign. Oh, some wonderful firing here. Bring the grenadiers, just to make sure everything is absolutely completed as we need to. Running again. I mean, the pressure they're under here is extraordinary. Look at that, they're aiming for the extremities here, which is why we've moved the grenadiers in. Square. Where's the flag, gentlemen? Have you dropped the flag, gentlemen? Oh, look at this, the gunfire. The fire support here close is absolutely, oh my goodness me, what a joy to see. They didn't even get within 50, 100 yards here. Of course they're broken, sir. Of course they're broken. Kill the general. Kill their leader, sir. One more shot. One more shot, gentlemen. Oh, what a shot. Extra ale for that man. Absolutely exemplary. Nothing short of exemplary here. We've lost units, but that's to be expected in a battle of this magnitude. Gone. The pirates have been vanquished. Once and for all. Yes. Heroic victory. Exactly what we need, my friends, to bring the pirates to heel. Now this will help us in terms of diplomatic stance as well. We've lost 716 men. We've just about held on here to 2 regiments. Oh, carcass shot is ready. Excellent. I think we might just adjust this here to move. What does condensed? Nothing at all. We don't really need that. All it's going to do is give us improved map movement speed. I think we'll move more towards a... Yeah, let's get the spinning jenny here. Only one turn. Yes, Leeward Islands taken by ourselves. I think we shall replenish and repair this here. Infrastructure is already good here. We've already got fortifications. We might get a rebellion, but I think that'll be quelled quite quickly. Let's repair this as well, because that'll have additional port. Plus 5% movement campaign. That's wonderful. 248. 248. Sweden, that's an ally. Let's move into here. And here. 10,800. 10,531 now. That's more like it. Now we're starting to see the dividends here pay off. Poland and Austria. I think that might be a very, very short war. Because as you can see here, they've only got Podolia here and surrounded utterly here by Poland. That's going to be a very, very short war indeed. It's a shame that the Dutch and the Poles haven't come to blows yet, but we must just bide our time here. We do need to take Morocco. We do need to take Morocco here. But how is... now we have various things to do here. I think we'll get another trade port here. We're also going to convert this into a school, and we're also going to put this into a trade port here. We're going to try and make the most of our income from India here, and that's going to put ourselves firmly on the map here. We definitely need to get a great arsenal here as well, because we need to sustain ourselves independently here of the motherland, as it were. So we've got to remain. This has got to be a sort of almost an independent operation here, if anything else. We do need to replenish and repair some of these ships here that are badly beaten. We are hitting Britain here quite nicely, which is excellent to see. how long now until the tea here, this tea plantation, tea warehouse? 4 more turns, 60 chests. Is it still holding up here? 29 now. It's almost on par with ivory, but it's way off from cotton. I mean, look at cotton, 38 gold. We've got to keep that rampant there. We've got to keep that coming in here. Cotton weavers, craft workshop, which is almost done. That's going to open up this particular line here, which we get basic steam pumps, which will enable us to go for steam pump gold mine, which is going to be, which we've already got. No, we don't. That's going to be 2,000 to regional wealth. We could absolutely have an explosive economy here from our sort of southern redoubt here in India. Now we've done what we need to do here in the Leeward Islands. We'll hold this. We do need to replenish and repair this army. It's going to cost us a few gold pieces here to get these, and we do have lost entirely a regiment of cuirassiers, but my word, they fought valiantly there, sir. Let's end the turn. Let's see what happens. Excuse me, my friends, when I have a sip of bet. Wait a minute, sir. Where are you going? Now, what was that about? Spain, not really achieving much. Poland, Ottoman Empire. I'm not sure what they're up to, but could we see some kind of force being moved in position? No, actually, it's good to see them building these and upgrading these towns and villages here, because it really does add to their wealth, which adds to ours as well, since we have a trade agreement with them. It also gives them the ability to hold off not only the Poles, but also to hold off Russia, which is absolutely, well, it is a monster, sir. Where's Russia going exactly? If they hit Spain, which of course they do, then we might have to open up a front with the Mughals here, because that's going to hit our economy pretty hard. It looks like we're going to have a war with the Marathans once again. That did not last very long, as we suspected. As we suspected. One thing we have to do here is bring this army up to full strength without a shadow of a doubt. They have sent quite strong forces here. Pindari horsemen, lancers, Polygar, Sapias as well. Absolutely, these are the creme de la creme here of cavalry. They've also brought some other, but they're going for Martinique here. That is without a shadow of a doubt. That's absolutely fine. If they take Martinique, let's look at that. And Mysore now stands up. Now this is what we wanted, my friends. The Dutch and the Poles go to war, and that is exactly what we wanted and needed. Now the Marathas are going to attack us. There's absolutely no chance that they're here. With that army here, are not going to move in against us. Absolutely no reason whatsoever. Well, I will be. That's okay, that's absolutely fine. We just got to maintain our composure here. Now we can get colonial, which we are going to be doing here. We're going to get colonial, another colonial line infantry. We're going to make sure this army is always at full strength. As you can see here, this army needs to be at full strength all the time for us, because as you can see, we're going to be up against it quite a bit. Are we dug in enough here as well in Mysore now? Yes, we are. That's fine. We don't have the facilities here yet to One more turn. But they are definitely going to attack us without a shadow of a doubt. Will the Mughals, I wonder, join in that fight with us? What have we lost? Have we lost those trading? Yes, we have lost Spain here. That's fine, but we still managed to, we're actually still trading very well here. But I can assure you, my friends, we will hit Vengurla very hard. Let's see what happens here, but it looks like they're going to declare war. But to have the Poles and the Dutch at war with each other, they've taken Venice. I wonder if the Dutch would be more susceptible now to some kind of alliance. Either hostile to... Oh, they really don't like us at all. My word. But now they're at war with clearly one of the single most powerful nations anywhere. What a fight this is going to be to... Oh, they've taken Hanover. They've taken Hanover from the Poles. Oh, what a fight that will be. Two of our greatest enemies at war with each other. It's going to give us a chance to get ourselves together here. Hopefully, the Spanish can do something about this. Let's just end the turn, let's end the episode here, my friends, on this particular... Now, do we need to have division of labour? Well, we could actually move to here and get... Actually, we could get measuring tools. No, I think I prefer to get a basic steam pump just for those mines. We could actually keep our... Let's end the turn. Watch the Marathons, my friends. Keep an close eye on the Marathons here. Will we be seeing the British move out against us as well? There's a very strong chance. The United Provinces have already moved against the Poles. And Spain. Come on now, Spain. Get yourself in order, sir. Well done. Oh! Oh, I don't believe it. I thought that was going to be our reprieve there. Poland. If they'd have taken out that ship there of the Marathons, what a joy that would have been to see. Poland is... They're against Austria as well. No, sir. Just because you're up against the wall and in trouble doesn't mean we're going to give you what you want. You've got more things on your hands than just us at the moment. You've got a very powerful Dutch Empire now. Two titans go to war, and that will only benefit us in the long run. But we must hopefully hope that the Dutch really are the one. Mind you, they're hostile towards us anyway. What will Russia do? Russia keeping themselves steady at the moment here. It is excellent to see the Marathons getting richer, because that means we also get richer by default, by de facto. Sweden, here we go. This is where it's going to... Watch this now, they're going to declare war on us. Will the Mughals join that war? I'm not so sure they will. Yes, you can just tell it's going to happen. No. No, they haven't. Oh, wait a minute. Wait just a minute. Have they just given us time here to get ourselves in order? Quebec. Immediately we're going to send these gentlemen. I think we'll send them to the East African Trade Theatre. 5519 7548. Thank you, sir. Haven't stopped and repaired and replenished this. Why, gentlemen? Oh yes, that's more like it. Look at this. Plenty of trade coming in here now. Look at Mysore. I think we're going to invest in this commercial port. We've got the guns, our great arsenal up and running here almost. Oh, Cuirassiers, sir. But ideally we need to really push our ports. But if the ports are hit... Oh, War Galleon here as well. do need to extend our fleet somewhat, but 2 turns. Britain is getting absolutely drained here. Let's move the galleon up to here as well, just to add that extra oomph. 7287, we're going to drain as much as we can here, but I can absolutely guarantee you, my friends, we're going to get hit here. They almost lost that ship there. But that'd give us time to get this up and running, this army up. But yes, almost back to full strength. Mind you, these will take a long time to get back into full strength, particularly this regiment here, the 19th, and these 2 cuirassiers, but still. Let's put this here so we can make sure we're absolutely... Actually, we can just probably disband that. We don't really need this regiment in here. This one does. We need another regiment in here. We've got to hold because they're going to be sending this. I know for a fact they're going to be sending that against us there. Anything else we can do here now? We need to secure our trade lines as best we can, which we have done. 20,000 coming in from the Ottoman Empire, but I wonder if the Ottomans were to attack here, but Bavaria... Has Bavaria suddenly become independent again? That's going to be a heck of a tussle, it really is. Where's our agents? He's in England. Ideally we'd like to get him from England. Move him across into here, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. That's a mighty navy they've got there. And that's a mighty force they've got there, my goodness, late Marines as well. I think we're going to upgrade. We can't upgrade that anymore now. I think we're just going to start to put together another army here in India. Just to secure ourselves here. We can only get company line infantry, but that's absolutely fine. But my friends, we're going to end this episode here. We have opened up 2 more trade lines here. We could even open another one here up. I'm not sure if this would actually count here towards another trade line. I think you'd only... I think 1, but we've got Arcot now. Look at that, 700 coming from Arcot. But it's suspicious that they're moving these forces up very close here to the borders. Look how close they've moved up to the borders here. It really is. And we've got a fort here as well. Fort Valois. The Dutch are at war with the Poles now, which is good for us. If we could cut off this here, Vengurla, that really would give them a huge hit there to their economy. We're going to just continue calmly here, making sure that everything is running quite smoothly here in India. We're going to start now to become independent from the homeland. We're going to have a great arsenal. We've already got military academy. That's going to allow us, hopefully we'll be able to get an army board. We'll be able to get... we haven't got... How are we able to get grenadiers? We are able to get grenadiers, but... I think we get... No, we haven't got that. We haven't got the money for that either. Wait. Oh, we've maxed out on them. I beg your pardon. We shall keep that as it is then, my friends. But that's where we're going to end this episode here, my friends. Well, it looks like we're going to have another attack by the Marathons. Whether the Mughals will join this time, whether they'll actually come on our side, that's to be seen. But whatever happens, we've got to stand our ground here. We're going to be up against it. We're going to try and put together another force locally within Mysore itself. And see if we can hold out against that force coming our way. But I think we can. We have the forces here, but if we can get the additional 3 more regiments, what we will do is we'll put them in reserve, probably in these this mountainous region here, out of the way, and we can always feed and reinforce them here to keep this fort always. But good grief, that is a strong... Oh, hello, sir. I think we're going to send this gentleman to the East Indies. Keep that trade coming in here. And they've got a full stack arm. Good grief. That is a full stack army. 24 pounders, the whole kit and caboodle here. But that is it, my friends. We also secured the final pirate island here, and we're also putting these gentlemen back into some kind of shape here. We do have a Marathan fleet just on the outside of force, just on the outside here of this other Martinique, but we will be ready to repel it should they move in against this. Well, there's a good chance they will move against this Governor's Palace here, against Martinique itself. If they do, we will move against and pounce on them immediately. What do we have in here? Luckily we've got some privateers here as well. But my 1,400. That's a huge jump suddenly from there. That's because of the spice. Spice must have gone up 28 here. But my friends, we're going to end this episode here. I hope you've enjoyed it. As always, my friends, please keep your comments coming down below. And if you if you want any promotions of the game, my friends, please keep your comments coming down below. I'd like to thank all of you for your wonderful support, your wonderful advice. The only reason this campaign is even still alive here is because of the council's advice. And we have succeeded massively. Considering the limitations of our economy and our military, what we have available to us, we have done absolutely spectacularly. But if we can hold India, if we can push the Marathans back, even if we can take another territory from them, that really, if we could secure their portion, their section of India, it really would give us the boost we need to possibly even take on Britain, which would be a real vengeance mission. It really would. But my friends, this is where we're going to end this episode here. Hope you're all having a great weekend thus far, my friends. Whatever you're going to do in this week, please have a good time. Please be safe. But until next time, my friends, bye for now.